habit of pulling apart these pieces till they don't make sense. Tangled up, I'm lost with no direction. Can't tell where it starts and where it ends. As hard as I try to rearrange the moments in my mind, it hurts every time, hurts every time. You told me to jump, so I jumped. I didn't look where I landed, I put it down to bad habit. If you told me to run, then I'd run. I'm trying to shake out the pattern, I put it down to bad habit. All of my doubts may or may not matter, but I still carry around a picture perfect, shattered in a moment when I hit the ground. As hard as I try, something pulls it back into the light. So I close my eyes, I close my eyes. You told me to jump, so I jumped. I didn't look where I landed, I put it down to bad habit. If you told me to run, then I run. I'm trying to shake out the pattern, I put it down to bad habit. I can't take it, I can't take it anymore. I can't shake this, still rattling my bones. I can't take it, I can't take it anymore. You told me to jump, so I jumped. I didn't look where I landed, I put it down to bad habit. If you told me to run, then I run. I'm trying to shake out the pattern, I put it down to bad habit.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Australians, welcome and Happy New Year. As many of you will know, Australia falls on the 26th of January, but taking into account the 11-hour time difference, many Australians are waking up to Australia Day as we speak. It was on the 26th of January 1788 that Captain Arthur Phillip of the Royal Navy founded a penal settlement on the shores of Sydney Harbour, and then 3 settlers followed. It may be of interest of Ghanaians to know that in 1850s, gold was discovered, and the gold rush that followed brought people to Australia from all over the world. The Commonwealth of Australia itself came into being in January 1901. But that is just the most recent part of our history. For prior to European settlement, what we now know as Australia had been settled by Indigenous Australians for as long as 65,000 years, or 2,500 generations. So while modern Australia is one of the world's youngest or younger nations, it is also home to the world's oldest continuing civilization. Today, just a few yards from the spot where Captain Arthur Phillip first set foot on Sydney Cove in 1788, stands the Sydney Opera House, a symbol of the modern, sophisticated nation that Australia has become. Indeed, Australia could claim to be the world's, or one of the world's most successful and egalitarian multicultural societies. We are now the 12th largest economy in the world, a regional power in the Asia Pacific with global interests. On Australia Day, we celebrate the fact that modern Australia, in the years since the Second World War, has been enriched by immigration from every corner of the world. And in fact, on Australia Day, 16,000 new Australians become citizens on Australia Day. And annually, we have an intake of about 400,000 migrants a year. It's also a day to acknowledge the past, respect and celebrate Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people's survival, resilience, and enduring culture. Something else we celebrate on Australia Day is our exceptional lifestyle. We love being outdoors, and we are a great sporting nation. And I know some of you are turning into insomniacs watching the Australian Open, which is on at the moment. People tend to think of our great southern land as vast red deserts, the outback, the bush, tropical rainforests, endless beaches and coral reefs. Yes, it's true, we have all that. But our cities are great as well, with 3 Australian cities listed in the top 10 most livable cities in 2023. This is the Global Livability Index. I cannot put it better than the famous writer Bill Bryson, who journeyed to Australia some 20 years ago and promptly fell in love with the country. He found that, and I quote, "The people are cheerful, extroverted, quick-witted, and unfailingly obliging. Their cities are safe and clean, and nearly always built on the water. The food is excellent, the beer is cold, the sun nearly always shines. Life doesn't get much better than that." We are proud of our food and wine, some of which you are tasting tonight, thanks to a sommelier they've got around there. Here in Ghana, Australia Day is an opportunity to celebrate the bilateral relationship, of course. And Australia, although Australia is more than 15,000 kilometres away, at least 23 hours on a plane, we are united by our Commonwealth ties and our ongoing security, economic, educational, and people-to-people links. Almost 10,000 Ghanaians now call Australia home, I'm pleased to say. Ghana's enduring democracy, stability, and active role on the international stage makes it an important partner for Australia in multilateral forums. We are strengthening our partnership with Ghana and other countries in the region to address the most pressing challenges, such as climate change, terrorism, or challenges to the international rule-based order. 2024 was a particularly positive year in the relationship after a ministerial visit last year, and also the launch of the Australia-Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which was held here last month and launched by the Minister of Trade. There will also be a launch in Sydney in May. We're planning an education fair next month to showcase Australia as one of the world's top destinations for international students. Australian universities regularly rank in the top 50 worldwide. So we'll continue in 2024 to contribute to local communities throughout Ghana through our direct aid program, focusing on the economic empowerment of women, health and sanitation, education, skills training, and income generation. This we do right across Ghana. Australia is also contributing to Ghana's economic development through the significant commercial investment in Ghana's extractive sectors. These companies, for several decades now, have played a significant role in the development of mining in Ghana. For example, Australian mining exploration company Atlantic Lithium is developing what will be Ghana's first lithium mine. In conclusion, I would like to take the opportunity to reaffirm to our Ghanaian friends and colleagues our commitment to working closely with you in the year ahead and to ensure a positive and productive bilateral relationship. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, may you please join me as I propose a toast to the good health of His Excellency President Akufo-Addo and to the continued excellent relationship between our two countries. Thank you. And thank you so much for being here.
Honorable ministers and deputy ministers, members of parliament, excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps, 𝐂𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐿, 𝐂𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐿, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely delighted to join you tonight on this special day as we mark the National Day of the Commonwealth of Australia and to respond to the toast ably proposed by my good friend, the Australian High Commissioner to Ghana, Her Excellency Mrs. Berenice Owen-Jones. On this joyous occasion, I wish to convey on behalf of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the government and people of Ghana, our warmest congratulations to His Majesty King Charles III, the government and friendly people of the Commonwealth of Australia. I note with a deep sense of admiration and awe the High Commissioner's elaborate description of a beautiful country, fondly referred to as Down Under, where I've had the pleasure to visit, and her people, notably its vast land, relaxed lifestyles, democracy, freedom, dynamism, multicultural diversity, strong economy, among others. And these go further to attest to the fact that it was worthwhile that our forebears saw the need to establish a closer link between Ghana and Australia, despite the distance. Ghana cherishes a historic and long-standing relations with the Commonwealth of Australia, which dates back to our independence in 1957. With shared values and common history, it was not surprising that the Commonwealth of Australia was one of the first countries globally to recognize independent Ghana. Indeed, during the debate on the Ghana Independence Bill in the UK House of Commons, copious references were made to the Commonwealth of Australia as an example of why the bill should be passed to grant independence to Ghana. The then Member of Parliament for Montgomery, Honorable Clement Davis, on 11 December 1956, profoundly remarked as follows, and I quote, "There was the day when this House decided that self-government should be handed over to the then separate states, which now form the Commonwealth of Australia. Now we are passing the responsibility for its government to the Gold Coast. This step we are now taking is even more remarkable because it starts what I am convinced is a new era in Africa," end quote. Today, our relationship is even stronger, resulting in high-level visits with exports from Ghana to Australia increasing by an annual average rate of almost 19%, from about $2 million in 1995 to $196 in 2021. I am told that apart from gold and cocoa paste, the most exported product from Ghana to Australia is weaved basket work. And I was wondering whether it's because the High Commissioner The High Commissioner resides within a basket weaving zone here in Accra. That gold is our leading export product to Australia is evidence of Australian interest in our mining industry, a sector I have the privilege to be minister. Several Australian businesses are investing in the exploration and exploitation of diverse minerals, including graphite by Castle Minerals, lithium by Atlantic Lithium, and gold by Azuma Resources and Precious Mining, with many others involved in mine support services. Given the number of Ghanaians working in the mining industry in Australia and the level of Australian interest in Ghana's mining industry, we must work out a program for training and sharing of best practices to promote sustainable and environmentally sound mining practices in our respective countries. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Australia's continued efforts to refocus its emphasis on cooperation with Africa to tackle issues bordering on promotion of democracy, respect for the rule of law, human rights, security, climate change, resilient economy, tourism, education, and the people-to-people linkages, both at the bilateral and multilateral levels, is highly commendable. Ghana continues to receive tailor-made socio-economic support from the Australian government's cooperation programs to address diverse challenges. Let me use this opportunity to express our gratitude to the government and people of the Commonwealth of Australia for their enormous interest in enhancing the capacity of Ghana's human resource through the direct aid program geared towards supporting local community projects in the areas of health, education, water and sanitation, solar energy, and agriculture. We look forward to more collaborations in these areas, as well as support for the Accra Initiative to address the increasing security challenges in the Sahel and the coast of our region. Excellencies, although there has been significant improvement in trade relations, given the bond of solidarity between our two countries, we are not where we ought to be. It is our expectation that following the launch of the Australia-Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry, first in Sydney in May 2023, and later in Accra in December 2023, bilateral trade between Ghana and Australia will grow exponentially. As you are aware, Ghana is a peaceful, stable, and democratic country with the rule of law ingrained in our body politic. Australian businesses are thus welcome to do business with us and to take advantage of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area AfCFTA, which is headquartered here in our vibrant city of Accra, to reach the rest of Africa. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the government of Ghana is committed to strengthening the ties between Ghana and Australia and will continue to chart a path that will deepen our ties of fraternity, solidarity, and cooperation on all fronts. Once again, on behalf of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the government and people of Ghana, I wish the government and people of the Commonwealth of Australia a happy National Day. May succeeding years witness strong, fruitful, and mutually beneficial relations between the Republic of Ghana and the Commonwealth of Australia. Respectfully, may I invite all of you, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, to join me in a toast to the continued health and well-being of His Majesty King Charles III, the head of state of the Commonwealth of Australia, to the Prime Minister, Honorable Anthony Albanese, MP, and to the prosperity of the people of the Commonwealth of Australia. Long live Ghana, long live Australia, long live Ghana-Australia relations. I thank you for your attention and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you. Beautiful speech. Thank you.
felt like yesterday, but that was long ago. It felt like yesterday, but that was long ago. 'Cause you don't have to stay, darling, if you feel you have to go. But if you run away, just take the sunshine with you as you go. Just take the sunshine with you as you go. You don't have to stay, darling, if you feel you have to go. When those clouds get in your way, I hope there's sunshine with you as you go. I hope there's sunshine with you as you go. I hope there's sunshine with you as you go.
Like a river I run through the pine trees, they lead me back home. In the clouds above, I can still see the setting of the sun. I'll be on my way, drawn by the currents that you made, and I couldn't stay. I'm caught in the mess that we made. But you keep calling my name. I know I'm stronger on my own. So let me go, let me go, let me down. Now I'm caught up in it all. So let me go, let me go. In the wind, I hold my head high. I couldn't see a thing, but I open my eyes. But you
I saw them in the like I came, I've seen everybody apart from her. I know she posted it.
windows down along the coast, nowhere to be, somewhere to go. Summer love is in the air, these days we won't forget. This is who we are, this is what we said. Hold my hand and will you walk with me? No, we don't need money, this is all we